Adventure Gear by Climb, because sometimes you have to learn things the hard way.
Connected.
The Brosters are very passionate about motorcycles, anywhere they ride in any country. That passion was the motivation to take some advanced training so they could be ready to go anywhere four-wheeled vehicles want to go.
Chispita. Payasito. Moisés. Avatar. Juan Gabriel. Jason. Obi-Wan. I'm the Fixer, Toast.
The Brosters are a BMW motorcycle club headquartered in Quito, Ecuador. We've done a few adventures down in South America together, and now it's time for them to come to the United States and go to my alma mater, Rawhide Training Academy. A select group of Brosters came to Southern California to train under Jim Hyde because Jim's facility is arguably the best BMW training facility in the world.
We're not going to give you any instruction, we're just going to tell you, follow the line, ride it.
We are at Rawhide with Jim and all his stuff, and we are having the best class of riding motorcycles in the world.
We're super excited, and thank God we're here.
We're burning daylight.
Good.
Go boys, chicos.
The key here is eye contact. Where you keep your eyes is where the bike goes.
So at the very beginning, I was trying to start with next step, yeah. But for me, it was nervous because last year I broke my leg in Rawhide.
If you're not falling, you're not learning.
So I was trying to be with the advanced group, but you know, I was nervous actually. So I'd rather be here, you know, the beginners, because never's late to keep going and improving yourself and. Just test and do it again and do it again. So it's better.
And this introductory course is just that, an introduction to off-road, teaching you all the basic mechanics of a bike of this size and how it's going to behave in the dirt.
Jim wants us to run them to the ground, so that's my goal.
Some washes, some rock gardens.
We're going to be doing some gravel,
sand.
We're going over some bigger hill climbs.
We're going to beat them into the ground.
And we are going to be doing the GS Trophy course.
We're going to throw everything at them for an entire week. So it's my job to get these few guys up to snuff so they can actually handle what's to come.
Get your weight back. I want to see your wheels come to a stop, and then you're gonna roll on. So you gotta stay slow and in control. Clutch in, obviously. Weight back, eyes looking forward, nice and smooth. And then you're gonna just stop, roll down.
We do ride in Ecuador. That little tricks change your riding style like big time. Big time.
If you can go slow, you can go fast. That's the best one.
Right, there's it, right, it's right above the boot. This is gonna be second gear, and just commit. You're leaning forward going up there, there's plenty of room at the top to hang a right, and then you'll follow the trail around.
The trick to these hill climbs is confidence. You got to gain all the momentum, pick your line, and throttle all the way up. You can't go slow and take it bit by bit. You've got to nail this thing at the beginning and have enough throttle and momentum to clear the obstacle. Using the front brake on a downhill descent with a bike this heavy is somewhat counterintuitive, but the physics behind it dictate that the tire that is furthest downhill is the one that's going to stop the bike. If you're going forward downhill, engaging the front brake slowly allows you to do what we call a trail stop, where you can almost freeze the bike in suspended animation using just the front brake.
If you start slowing down, remember, if you're gonna not make it, come to a stop, dump the clutch, and we'll just work on the drill we just showed you and turn around on the hill. Wheel now right there. Let the clutch out, let the clutch out. So you have let the clutch out. Okay? Now front brake and twist side to side. So it walks itself down. You don't even need to start it or nothing. Just pull in the clutch and then ease on out. Well, we're sitting here after lunch wondering what happened to the Broasters. I mean, you know, we're burning daylight. We want them here. They came to ride, and all they want to do now is sleep. So, I don't know, the morning must have been a little rough for them, or they had one hell of a last night.
I'm so tired.
Well, right now they're the Pusters because they're not out here.
We're improving our skills.
We're gonna start back there. We're gonna ride this log. You come across, you drop off, then you head into the garage. Counterbalancing, keeping your weight on the outside peg really, really plays into this. Because if you don't make the whole course, if you miss one turn, you're not gonna make the next one. You have to be real smooth and use all of it.
Almost there, man. Yeah, look. I did it.
No chungo for you.
Why not? Look. Most of the 50% of the motorcycle is at the end.
You can have 20% of chungo.
This log drill allows you to keep your balance, keep your focus, and allow you to overcome most obstacles. Rawhide Adventure Academy is the location for the GS Trophy Challenge. Jim and his instructors use this course routinely to teach an advanced level training called The Next Step.
They're definitely rusty. They're definitely nervous. I know that personally when I'm doing, stressful activities in front of friends, it kind of adds an element of stress. And hey, we've got to, I think once a certain amount of fatigue sets in, we're going to actually see what these guys can do.
I heard there's this boom and this giant cloud of dust. I found Jorge in about a 5-foot ditch. He went nose first into it, the bike end over, and he's sitting there laying there cradled like a baby, just like, what happened? I don't know. He jacked up his ankle pretty good, so he's in there getting treated by our good old Doc Adam.
The front wheel get into a rut, so I couldn't control the bike a little bit, and I was thinking that just driving through the rut gonna be the best idea. The rut becomes in a big hole, so I drove through the rut and stick it into the hole. Big one like this. An extra line for the Tiger. Tomorrow we will be riding again. Because sometimes you have to learn things the hard way.
Roasters, finally off-road. And now I believe we're rolling into Randsburg, California, some kind of crazy mining town. You can see all the mining ruins to the left.
Randsburg in Lodging and Antiques.
Mad Motorcycle and Surf Shop. We're about 250 miles from any ocean, but that's the surf shop. And now we've got the Broasters, led by Jim Hyde. Look at this shit, dude.
Mucho para un estudiante. Dusk at Rawhide's Base Camp Alpha.
You know, if you find that yourself in the middle of a situation where you've lost your coordination and you become very jerky with the clutch and throttle control, it might be an indicator that your diaphragm has been seized and that you're not actually breathing. And once you start breathing and clearing out your lungs, and physiological function comes back, and you actually start to have fine motor control returns to you. And that is what happens in moments of tension. We tend to paralyze our diaphragm.
Respira. Primero respira. Tranquilo. ¿Sí? Tómate 2 segundos. Respira. ¿Sí? Suavito el acelerador. El juego está en el embrague. Suavito el embrague. Va un poco más. Mételo un poco. Ahí. Suavito. Ya. Bien. Great, man. It's his first time, man.
Cuando estés allá, dale full y aquí no aceleres ya. Dale despacito. Ahí abajo acelera full. Y mírame a mí. Listo. Del puta de 11. Ahora sí funciona esta huevada bien. A ver, como te indiqué.
Bravo.
Eso. Dale. 2, 3, vamos. Listo. Frénale, siempre cógelo el volante y frenas, ¿no?
This is the best way to teach a student that the throttle is so important in sand and gravel environments. Being able to practice in a sand wash in a controlled environment allows you to develop the skills to learn how the bike behaves at slow speeds, at high speeds, and the big takeaway for me was understanding how the bike behaves while decelerating and accelerating. Sometimes you can bury that front tire, other times the front tire can be super light. Navigating one of these big heavy bikes through sand is also another head game. The front tire likes to wash out, the rear tire doesn't like to have traction, and the whole bike dances underneath you on that soft sand. When in doubt, ring it out.
¿Qué más?
Joder, chucha, déjame vivir en paz.
To be here with Jim and the guys and the Brosters and the ride of my life, Mr. Brad Larke, is awesome. It's awesome.
They may have learned some sandy lessons. Jorge may turn out to be a peg-leg pirate the next time he visits Jim, but that won't stop him from getting down and dirty with what he loves: adventure motorcycles.